DIYDreaming, and on this video I'm going to show you a whole bunch of really beautiful creative ideas that you can do with this one stencil design. So hopefully you'll get all your creative juices flowing and you'll be excited. As you're hopping on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from, feel free to sprinkle all that good stuff. What am I talking about? Well, let me start with that. Let me move a few things away for just a second. What am I talking about? I am talking about this. Oh my word, I have to on my desk. This is the Magnolia Craft Club project for November 2023, and it's a really good one. So I'm going to show you what's in here, and then we'll do this project maybe tomorrow or the next day or over the weekend. In the meantime, I'm going to show you like the bunch of stuff that I've done already and the ideas that I have. Okay, so every month when you get Craft Club box, you're going to get some printed instructions. There's also a YouTube video tutorial that shows you how to do it. If you've never stenciled before, or if you don't really own any supplies, it's a great way to give it a try and to start building a collection of some stencils that are reusable many times. Craft Club is a subscription that comes one time a month. It's $22.95 plus tax and shipping. And you guys, it's not just a stencil and a couple packages of paste. It's a whole project. So let me show you what I mean. Okay, this was in here. And I'm thinking that I'm going to make, this will make 2 scrolls. I can get it out. And I'm going to use this as a mailing tube to mail one to my sister. It has a whole long piece of really nice brown craft paper to make a scroll, and there is jute to hang it. Whoops. These little adhesive dots, enough for 2 full projects to pin the rolled parts up. And then 2 big dowels, which you can use over and over and over. And here's the thing. I love making this kind of a project. And I've done it a lot. I'm just looking around my craft room. I really have done a lot of different projects using brown craft paper and brown and scrolls. So, so that is one thing that comes in it. Then you're also going to get this awesome stencil, which one of my favorite stencils of all time was the Merry Christmas from 2021, I think, because it was sort of vintage feeling. It felt like old typography or something. This gives me the same feeling. And you guys, this probably sounds very strange, but what I really like the most, besides the awesome print, is this little bit. These pine cones hanging down with this ribbon. So these stencils are reusable many times. I'm going to give you a ton of ideas, so stay with me. And I'll use this year for Christmas. I'll put it away. I'll pull it back out next year, use it for Christmas. Put it away, pull it back out the year after, and use it for Christmas. And you can use just this little corner wreath, which is what we're going to do today, on something that I bet you are not expecting. You could use just the words, which I've done a project with that, basically, or the whole entire thing. So you'll get a stencil. You'll get this month a new squeegee, which is nice to have, and a packet of coal black chalk paste and green chalk paste, plus the winter catalog, which is, there's tons of ideas in here. It's just fun to have. So let me set all of this aside, and we will come back and we will do this project sometime in the next few days. And I'm going to do it 2 different ways. I'm going to do it with the green and black chalk paste, and I'm also going to do it with white. Well, happy Wednesday, Barb. And I see Carla and Florence and a whole bunch of people hopping on. Okay, so what can you make with this? Well, you can make a ton of different things, including something like this. This is a 11 by 14 farmhouse frame that comes in this finish right here. I have mine sitting behind my stove in the kitchen, and I whitewashed my frame with a little bit, I think this was plaster Waverly paint. I did that over the summer because it fits in with my decor better that way. And I changed this part out all the time. It's a chalkboard sign, and look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Isn't that pretty? So that took me all of about, I don't know, 60 seconds to do. And then also, I did this. Look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. This was a wood slice that I purchased at Goodwill about a week and a half ago. I think they were $1.10 and I bought 3 of them. And I'm so glad I did. So I just cleaned off, they were already painted and everything. They look like this. And they're like $10 or more if you buy them new. So I was like, woohoo, I'm grabbing those when I saw them at Goodwill. Anyways, so I just cleaned this up with a sponge and some water. I didn't prepare it or anything. And I laid my stencil on here, and I have a little teeny bit of the garland and then the pine cones and then that adorable little ribbon that's kind of curly-cuing down and the holly. And then this one is mostly the words. So I'm going to just set this over here. Don't worry, we're going to craft. I just want to show you some ideas. And this is a $3 Dollar Tree Plus wood easel. Okay, also, I was fiddling around. So let's see, I've used it 1, 2, 3, 4 times already. I was fiddling around. Did you know that Magnolia has these great little kits? It doesn't have a design or a stencil with it, but it's an 11-inch embroidery hoop and a 12-inch piece of muslin, which I was just fiddling around with one of these yesterday when my craft club came. And I used a little bit of the sparkling black ink on this muslin. And of course I would add some doodads. I might add something right here and an actual ribbon that falls down the way this does. But anyways, I just wanted to give you that idea because I thought that turned out pretty good. And then another thing that I did was this. What is this? This is a galvanized tin wall pocket. I bought 2 of them like 2 years ago at Goodwill. I left the sticker on it so I could show you. It was $4.09, which was pretty rich for me at Goodwill. You know, I'm always looking for $1 and $2. Anyways, I painted the front of this little wall pocket with my favorite color, plaster, Waverly chalk paint, excuse me, I'll show you what that looks like. It comes from Walmart. Plaster is the color. It's a really great cream. And today I just did black chalk paste and just the garland with the little ribbony. And I am going to be on the lookout for some pretty cream flowers with black touches. So isn't that just, I mean, I want you guys to think outside of the box. If you don't get Craft Club yet, you should sign up this month. Absolutely. Because you will use this all the way up to Christmas. And then you'll use it a ton next year at Christmas time. It's a beautiful design. And the only way to get this stencil is by joining or being part of Craft Club during the month of November 2023. It's exclusive to Craft Club, so you cannot purchase this separately. But you can use it on way more projects than just what comes in the box. It's $22.95 plus tax and shipping. I think I already said that. It comes 1 time a month in a box with everything you need, even the surface. the chalk paste or ink, this new squeegee, instructions, a video, whatever doodads there are, and it ships roughly the same time each month. So say you're not a member yet, and stay with me because I'm going to do a project that's going to surprise you in just a second. If you're not a member of my craft club yet, why the heck not? That's what I always say, because it's so awesome. And if you are a member of craft club, tell me how your experience has been with craft club. I'm seeing Helga Maddox says, I'm in love with this stencil. Oh my gosh, I am too. It looks like vintage, like a vintage typography. I think that's the right word. I just love it, and I love this part too. So it comes about the same time every month. So say you enrolled, you know, the 9th of November, then your craft club would ship out each month roughly around the 9th, and your billing, I believe, is roughly about the same time each month. How do you sign up for craft club? Jessica, I will get you a link, because if you're going to join craft club, I want you to join my craft club. So I'll send you a link when I'm all finished here. Ginny says she can't wait to get hers. So what else was I saying? Well, that's basically it. It's a monthly subscription. They ask you, Magnolia wants you to stay for at least 3 months, and then after that, if you hate it, you can end it. But I don't think you're going to hate it. I think you're going to love it. You're going to look forward to it every single month. So that was another thing that I made. But today we're going to do something kind of different. And you can get more than one if you want. Like, for example, if you wanted to get together with your daughter or daughter-in-law or your sister, your next door neighbor, your BFF, your whatever, and do craft project, the craft kit once a month, you can order 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, and they make a great gift. Okay, so this is a rolling pin, and one of the best places I have found to get rolling pins is thrift stores. I always look in the aisle at Goodwill where rolling pins would be, and I usually grab them when I see them because they're typically just a couple dollars and all different styles. I don't remember when I purchased this one or this one. I'm pretty sure that they both came from Goodwill. I'm not 100% certain. But anyways, that's a great place to get them. This is very plain. And so what I'm thinking we're going to try is to just do this design on it. And then I will put it in my kitchen. I have a basket that has a whole bunch of rolling pins that I've done. It's a fun collection. If you're looking for something to collect that doesn't cost a lot of money, rolling pins are great. You can decoupage them, you can stencil them, you can paint them. You can do all kinds of fun things. So this is a darker, I'm going to get my tacky towel out so it's not rolling away from me. This is a darker colored wood, so I'm going to use white chalk paste. And like I said, we're just going to focus on this beautiful design, not the words. I think it's going to be lovely, I hope. So I took it off of the backing sheet. I do want it to be sort of straight. Let's see, does that look like it's going straight? Straight-ish. And if it's a total mess, then I can take it off. I can take off the chalk paste because it's removable, and I can do it again. And I'm going to do the whole way, including the including this little set of pine cones and the ribbons that are cascading down from it. So it is a little tricky. Ooh, there's a knot there. I don't want to do it right there. Let's start right here. It is a little tricky to stencil on a curved surface, but it's not impossible. Okay, that looks pretty straight. You just want to make sure you get it pushed down really, really well. And these are adhesive, so they're great. They're not going to slip slide all over the place. Okay, so again, I'm not doing any of the words. I'm going to start out at the top, right here. And typically, I will use a squeegee to apply chalk paste. But when it's something like this, you can also use a brush that has a stiff bristle. And I don't think that one's stiff enough. Let me see what else I have here. Okay, I have a couple choices. Okay, so this is chalk paste. Chalk paste has a black lid. It's awesome to work with. I just got a new jar, which is always so fun. Look how creamy and nice that is. So I'm going to take a blob and put some here and some here. And then I'm going to just use my, trying to feel what is stiffer. Pamela says she can't wait to get her box. I know, I was eager to get mine too. I have been out of town for the last few days over the weekend, so as soon as I got home, I was like, oh, when is it going to get here? And it came yesterday afternoon. Okay, so I'm just going to basically brush this on. I may use a squeegee to pull off some of the excess. We'll see. I do have a lot of excess on here. Put some of this back in my little pot because I want, maybe I'll just use my brush to pull off the big clumpies. I want to be able to push this down really good here. And then I'm paying attention so I don't do the words, but if I mess that up, I could just wipe it off with a wipe or a wet paper towel. Usually will work just fine too. Okay, tell me in the comments, have you ever stenciled on a rolling pin? That's what I want to know. I think I'm going to do this little poinsettia, little holly berry thing also. Okay, I need to pull this up for just a second so I can lay this down and get the end part. And it looks kind of messy there, but that's okay. I could fix that if I was really motivated. Okay, I'll show you this in just a second. Let me throw this in my tub of water. And I'm going to grab a wipe because I did make some boo-boos. I think I'll take this holly berry off. I'll wait till it's dry. But look how pretty that is. And it's just very different. I think I'll take some of this off too, this trailing ribbon. But what do you think? Isn't that cool? Now it'll probably take about an hour to dry on this wood. And then I probably will seal it. with a clear matte sealer spray like this. You can use any brand you want. This is Rust-Oleum 2x Ultra Cover Matte Clear. I'll spray a light coat on it after I've cleaned off the parts I don't want. And then I'll let that dry, and then I'll spray another light coat on it. And it will be permanent. This beautiful design will be permanent. It will just be decorative though. That's what I want everyone to understand. It's not something that you could stencil and then actually use to roll out pie crust or anything like that. It's decorative. But this isn't really the kind of a rolling pin that you would actually use anyways. So those are my projects. Let me find some place that I can put my rolling pin here without messing it up. Hang on. Oops. I just knocked my Bible on the floor. Let me get it picked up. That's important. Oopsie, my poor Bible is falling apart. Okay, so just to review, there are so many fun things that you can do with brown craft paper, which is what comes in the November 2023 Craft Club project box. These are a few things that I made recently. This is a little stuffy ornament. This is a little scroll looking ornament. And I really just wanted you to see why I love white chalk paste on brown craft paper so much. So in the kit, in the Craft Club box, you're gonna get a roll, and I think it's like 6 feet long, or 60 inches, something like that. Way more paper than what you would need for one project. So you can do 2. And I'm gonna do one the way it is suggested with green and black chalk paste, and then I'm gonna do one with white chalk paste. And I'll get pictures after I'm finished. We'll do that as a live project so that you can compare. Anyway, so let me know in the comments if you want info on Craft Club. And if you did Craft Club last year and you let that subscription lapse, your card expired or whatever, that happened to me, you can rejoin anytime. So let me know if you want the link for the info on Craft Club. It'll just take you to my website and you can have a look and see. If you're having issues with seeing or hearing this video, if you're watching live, just go out and come back, or perhaps watch it on replay. I don't know, Facebook is weird. If you're watching this on YouTube, yay! Let me know if you have questions. Do a this or a this, that's a heart. Feel free to say something, sprinkle, sprinkle, all that good stuff that helps my little Facebook page here grow. I'm seeing all the hearts and thumbs coming up. Don't hesitate to ask questions. So again, this is a Magnolia product. It's called, it looks like this when you get it. It has this finish. I just dry brushed mine with paint to go with my kitchen stuff. This is called a 11 by 14 farmhouse frame. Isn't it cute? This was a Goodwill wood slice. It's already painted, but you could make this exact same idea with something new that you might purchase at a craft store. And then this also was a thrift store find. I got 2 of them at Goodwill, and it's painted with plaster colored Waverly paint, and then I used black chalk paste just to do the top. So there are so many, so many ways that you can use that stencil. Dina says she can't wait for her craft club to come. Yeah. If you have any needs or want to find out where is your craft club, you can give Magnolia a call. Their phone number is 970-404-5383. They can click on it and look at your tracking info which I don't think I can. I don't think I have that ability to look at that. But let me know if you have questions. Give Magnolia a call if you want to see where yours is. Have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day. Let's see. Don't hesitate to ask questions. Be looking here. Oh, here's a good question, which I'll answer in just a second. Be looking here in these comments and on DIY Dreaming, just on this Facebook page, for photos, which I will get some of those later this afternoon. Alrighty. Oh, okay. Can you use the markers instead of chalk paste? Not really, because the chalk paste markers are too thin. And so they have a tendency to go underneath your stencil. Where chalk paste and ink are creamier. Can you see that? So they don't. They will just go through the holes in your design and stay put. And ink markers, chalk paste markers, they're much thinner and they have a tendency to bleed underneath the stencil. So, but I'll include a link to chalk paste and to ink in case you're interested. And I'll include a link to this pretty thing and also to this kit. All right. See you guys later. Bye, everyone.